Hi everyone and welcome to Pariscrea, where we explore Paris beyond the clichés. And today I'm taking you at la Bourse de Commerce in the heart of Paris to visit the new exhibition called Minimal. It invites visitors to slow down, to breathe in a moment when here everything is rushed, news, politics, inside the country, outside the country. And this exhibition is the perfect place to take a step back. I was lucky enough to visit this exhibition with the curator, Jessica Morgan from New York, and she explained that for too long we simplified minimal art. She says it's time that we look at the art of the 60s and 70s in a more complex way.
Here there's a section on the grid and Lee. Of course, an art historical category for many decades prior to this movement of the 1960s and 70s.
This exhibition shows us that minimal art was a global movement and that it changed how we experience art. So minimal art started in the 1960s, way before Marie Kondo and the minimalist living style were a thing. And for sure it was about decluttering, but decluttering perceptions. Artists wanted to strip art down to its form, its light, its space, and the viewer. So for the viewer, it's more about being there, feeling, rather than interpreting. One section of the exhibition focuses on light, another one on balance, and you would go from America to Japan, from France to Brazil, so it's a worldwide exhibition. It's not cold or distant, but with art you'll never know what is going to move you, and my two last art crushes couldn't be more different one from another. One was with K-bot paintings and the two other one was here at the Minimal exhibition. I was truly moved by the golden thread of the installation of Ligia Pape. This Minimal exhibition doesn't leave you feeling empty or deprived, quite the opposite, you would feel very calm and centered.
But here we have artists ostensibly working perhaps with a white surface. This is Howardina Pindell again, the artist who made the grid piece on the other side. But of course, rather than a pure white surface, we see the color beginning to come through. We see the matter that she's applied to it as well, this very textured surface of, again, an unframed canvas. In dialogue, of course, with more work by Ryman, the artist who is quintessentially known as exploring the monochrome. And yet, of course, as we see with Ryman, that there is no such thing as a simply white painting. There's such a dimension to the quality of white, to the addition of color, and importantly in this sequence of works, what we really see is this incredible investigation of support and the relationship of the wall of the work to the walls. So fluorescent light. Again, hard to imagine how radical this was at the time, but when Levin initially made these works, they were, of course, critiqued for the fact that he had simply gone and bought these fluorescent tubes and installed them in gallery spaces. Similar to Keith Saunier, you can see the transformers are exposed. They're very much part of the work. In all of her installations, she reveals the mechanics of the piece.
Moreover, this building is very interesting. It's the former Commodities Exchange of Paris. So this building was once a place of trade, and people would trade sugar, wheat, any kind of raw materials. It makes it all the more symbolic as art is another form of exchange. The architecture itself is a masterpiece of contrast, as the exterior is all about neo-Renaissance with Corinthian columns, whereas inside, under the great dome, you would find this concrete circle. So here, in the heart of Paris, you would have the classics at the Louvre, you would have had the modern art at the Centre Pompidou, but it's closed for renovation, and you would find the contemporary art at la Bourse de Commerce. La Bourse de Commerce houses the Pinot collection, and it's over 10,000 artworks. He gathered them over 50 years. I'm not a big fan of playing cat and mouse, but I must admit this little mouse was very adorable.
Hold on. Someone will say,
After leaving the museum, I was walking around in the neighborhood, just making sure that the fun places are still there. This kitchen supply store hasn't changed since the 19th century, so you would find wooden shelves, copper pots, handwritten price tags, and it's a fun place for anyone who loves cooking. And here is one of the most iconic Parisian brasseries, au pied de cochon. It literally means pig food, as people eat those. It's still opened 24/7 since 1947. Just a few steps away, you'll reach Saint-Eustache Church. It's Gothic, monumental, beautiful. And right behind the church, you'll find Rue du Jour, a very small but very Parisian street where Parisian designer Agnès B has her historic boutique. She has always mixed creativity with art and social awareness. And I worked for her company once. Here you are in Les Halles neighborhood. They were once known as the belly of Paris, where for centuries people came to buy and sell fresh produce, meat, fish and flowers. And the 1960s the market became too big and chaotic for the city center, so it was moved outside of Paris.
It's 11. It is 11:30.
11:30.
At the end of the 11.
I see the 11. But I see 11, 12, and 1. What other hours are there? That's it.
Well, this is it for today. In the next video, I will show you the Poiret exhibition at the MAD, Musée des Arts Décoratifs Museum. That was a good one too, so if you want to see this video, maybe you can consider subscribing. And if you like this video, I would be thrilled if you would leave a blue thumb up. Until next time, take care, à bientôt. J'ai faim et j'ai froid. Ça va être dur là, hein?